Hey guys, how's it going? Today is Thursday, December 22nd, 2022. This morning, I got a bale of rye already in the mixer, and my pap come here and scraped, and he got it grinding up. So I'm down back with the skid loader here. Gonna get a scoop of high moisture corn, put it in the mixer, then we'll head on up to the heifer farm and get corn silage out of the silage trench. That'll finish out the ration, and then we can feed all the heifers. Let's get at her. We got ourselves a snow day here, day off of school, so couldn't be more happier. Now I just got a longer Christmas vacation. I'm off till the 3rd of January now. Got the heifers fed, cows are fed, and we got more snow, like probably up about 6 inches now, maybe 5-6 inches, and it's still coming down. Everything's white. We gotta go back up to the heifer farm and get a dry cow, bring down. It's bagging up. She's gonna have a calf here soon, so we'll go up and do that now. Come on. It's still snowing. We probably got like 6 inches maybe or so. They're forecasting maybe up to 8 inches. Originally they said a foot, but you know, any other weatherman, they always like to exaggerate, especially when a snowstorm comes. So it always starts out a higher amount, and then we never get what they're forecasting. But this time we might, because it is clearing off a little bit, but it's supposed to warm up, I guess, this afternoon and turn to rain, but it's got to warm up a little more than it is now because it's still decently cold. We brought this one heifer down, and then this cow here, 240. This was the heifer we brought down, so I need to jump in here and kick that bale of straw around and spread it around, because with that many cows in here, it gets pretty dirty. It gets pretty dirty pretty fast, and we like to have it nice and clean in here for the calves being born. It actually needs cleaned out right now. We have this brown old manure spreader there, brand new. My pap used it for the first time yesterday, hauling some chicken manure from the neighbor's place there. But yeah, I was hoping to get some video of that thing at work today, but this snow kind of put that to a stop. So I guess maybe next week we'll have to get to using it again before we have to return it. this cow here that we brought down, she can have a calf anytime along with that heifer. And then this heifer here is really bagging up. Kind of see how their bag starts to get bigger. Once that happens, we call it bagging. So once they start to bag, we know they gotta have calves soon, so we put them in this pen. Now this heifer here, she's never had a calf before, so as soon as she has a calf, she'll be considered a cow. So a heifer is any female cow that's never had a calf before. So as soon as they have that calf, they're considered a cow. And then that cow there that we brought down, this will probably be her 4th lactation, I believe. So she's still going strong. She's a really good cow. That's my heifer there. I bought her back in October, I believe. Yeah, October. She's just a crossbreed. She's a beef cow. So I'll be showing her at the fair this summer, and then I'll eventually breed her and then start my own beef herd. She has a halter on because it's not very easy to get a hold of. So yeah, we keep the halter on her. She's still eating, drinking stuff. She still do everything fine. But just having that halter on is a lot easier to get a hold of her and work with her. We have her in this pen here with the freshening cows for now. Now I'll eventually put her in one of them big super huts. We got the neighbor's cat dozer out here we were digging shell with. So the plan is to put that calf pen up here along with other calf pens. So they were hauling this past week here. They hauled about 5 loads, I think. You gotta dig this bank back. I don't know how far we're gonna go with it, but this, we don't use these corn cribs anymore. It used to be we back the elevator up to it and then fill the cribs. But the plan is to get rid of these cribs in this feed bin, and we'll have a nice pad to put calf pens and have a nice place for them. The snow, it's kind of changing over to a rain / a sleet mix now. So I think the snow might be done. Dad's out plowing some driveways. This here's this tube line Nitro 375 RS spreader. I believe it holds around 450 bushel. I'd have to look at the specs online. But anyhow, it's a rental spreader. We rent these spreaders spring and fall, and then we stockpile our manure through the summer and winter. I don't know how happy I'd be if we'd have one of these spreaders. It would just make life so easier if we'd have a manure spreader. You know, we wouldn't have to pile it through the summer months, winter months, and especially in the winter whenever it's cold enough. You have a spreader, get a couple mornings, the ground's froze, you go out and haul it. Now we just have to haul whenever we get a spreader, so it's basically a whole week of hauling. You know, you can space that out if you got other things to do if we have our own spreader, but we do not. So one of these, the price on them was about $45,000. They have a chain in there, and the manure is just run by this chain, this big heavy duty chain, and you got these here paddles. Take the manure to the back. There's a tailgate that raises up, and then there's vertical beaters back here. That really makes a spreader nice when it got vertical beaters. It does a nice job of fanning that manure out, spreading it across the field, especially if you're doing no-till. That way you get good coverage with your manure. Then it'll break down over time. You just don't just have clumps throughout your field. You know, that's not very nice for no-till. I think if we would purchase a spreader, it'd be one with a hydro push if you're gotta go towards a vertical beater design, because I don't know, just my thinking, there's a lot that can go wrong here. Hydro push, that's just pretty simple. You know, you got that one big cylinder, pushes that ram back and the manure's going out. We've had trouble with the manure not going out with these spreaders. I got a milk here this afternoon, and before I do that, I want to take my Honda Rancher over to the shop over there in the concrete and change the oil on it. I've had it for about a year and a half now. It's treated me really well. I don't know how many hours are on. I guess I could probably look. But this here wrench hickey madoodle's on the screen, and that means it needs service, so gotta change the oil on it. 162 miles on her, 43 hours. It's actually not too hard of a job to change the oil in one of these. So you just gotta pop the plastic off and to get to your filter, and then your drain plugs down on the bottom there. I watched a video last night on YouTube of how to do it, So I guess I'll just be putting another video out there showing people how to do it. Now, I don't know if I'll do it right or not, but at least be trying to do it right. I was watching last night, and the guy said, #1 mistake that people make is popping these apart. You do not have to take them apart. All you do is pull these. There's 3 crush points here, like where you can push against, and got these hickey madoodles that go into these here rubber things. They just snap right in there, and then it fits down inside here. Here's where the oil filter's at. Got genuine parts here for this. Genuine Honda oil filters, and then genuine 1040 4-stroke Honda oil too. So didn't want to go wrong there. I wanted to make sure I'm putting a good product in there. That wasn't too bad. Here's the drain plug. Now, the video I watched, the guy said that Honda recommends you put a new crush washer on every time you change the oil. This kit I got just give me a gasket and filters and the oil. It did give me no crush washer. So this one here looks alright. I don't know. I'm not gonna replace it. So here's the filter. Yes, they did send me the right one. That is awesome. It's the next morning here now. My GoPro batteries, they all died yesterday afternoon. Not sure why. I had 3 of them. They all died yesterday. So I didn't end up videoing, finishing changing the oil in my 4-wheeler. I got her done though. So this morning we're up here at the heifer farm bedding up. We got pens out back bedding. My dad and Pap, they're bedding the dry cow pen right now. And then there's this one pen out front here that needs bedded up. We bedded 2 of the 3 out front yesterday, so this pen needs some bedding. The rail fill is like 14 out now, so big temperature change. It's really windy. The wind chill is supposed to get like down to -21 tonight into tomorrow, and it's not supposed to be fun. So yeah, it's just the coldest it's been in a long time. So we're just trying to make these heifers here more comfy. I put some bedding in here to keep them more warm and more comfortable. That way we can try to keep them from getting sick, because it don't take much in weather like this to make them sick. So just chasing this pen out. I can go get the skid loader, grab a bale of corn fodder. That's fodder from this year. That video I made of baling, that's actually fodder from up there on the hill. Some of these don't want to go out. I don't blame them either. I wouldn't want to go out in the wind, but guys, you gotta get some new bedding. So I'd go out if I was you. for a couple minutes here. Keeping our fingers crossed that all the equipment stays working. We've already had trouble with the Gale and the mixer tractor, the 2090, so I dumped some diesel 911 stuff in them this morning, and hopefully it keeps them from gelling up, because weather like this, it's not good for them diesel engines. We'll have to keep them plugged in. I got the Gale here in the shop now. It's been acting up and losing power, and the first thing I always go to is the fuel filter, which I think that's what's wrong with it. It's got an inline filter on it, so I just got the boom raised up, got the lock in it. Take this side shield off. Here's your inline filter. Here's the actual fuel filter, if you can see it. An inline filter, it collects all the dirt and stuff before it gets to that filter, so it always gets bad before the other one. Rarely have to change the other one. Seems like lately these filters have not been lasting long. I don't know if we've been getting bad fuel with dirt in it or what, but this skid loader seems to be going through fuel filters like crazy. I need to get a screwdriver, take them hose clamps off, pull it apart, and I got a new inline for it, and hopefully that fixes our problem. So here's the old filter, here's the new one. Not too much of a difference there. Got our filter on, didn't take too much, just took a little bit to get the hose clamp tightened, but now since this does not have an electronic fuel pump, I gotta prime it. Works good now, fired right up, revved up full RPM right away, didn't bog down or nothing. Got calves to feed now, so I guess I'll go back out in the cold. Now this shop, it's not heated, but it at least keeps the wind off me in here since I got the door closed and stuff. Oh, there is a furnace. It used to come in right here. Furnace sits over there, the other side of the wall, back in the corner of the shed. And there used to be an oil tank here. I don't think it's back there anymore, but it used to be heated with oil in here, and you could work on stuff. It'd be nice and warm in here in the winter time, but the furnace quit, and it would be nice to get heat in here again. But the shop's really not big enough to be tearing tractors apart in here. You can, but it's just too crowded and messy and cluttery, and I don't know how many words to describe it, but it does need cleaned up. You probably could tear a tractor apart in here if you wanted to, but it'd still be nicer to have a bigger shop, I would think. I'm not gonna film tomorrow. It's gotta be terrible cold. I know nothing's gotta go right, so my GoPro batteries do not like the cold. The GoPro doesn't like the cold either, so it'll probably stay at home in the warm, and I'd like to stay there too, but the cattle, they gotta be milked and fed. I want to wish everybody happy holidays. I don't know when this video will be up. It definitely won't be up by Christmas, so hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and smash that like and subscribe button down below if you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, stay warm and stay safe, and we'll see you later.